Yeah, that's a fun trick. All right. We are going to open tonight. Zach, you have been working closely with Violet in order to try to stabilize what's left of the city's infrastructure.
Okay.
Your group has returned. News has reached you that they, pardon me, have defeated Donovan, the perpetrator of.
Ears perked up, like, what the fuck is that? And they started barking.
Okay.
Hello.
I didn't catch that.
Well, Chad's here, so yeah.
Hi, Chad.
Hey guys, sorry, just had like a equipment issue going on at the house.
No.
Hey,
Okay.
I have equipment issues too.
All right. Excuse me, let me clear that out. All right. So what's happening is in a meeting room in the Tremere Chantry, you have Pussface, the Nosferatu primogen, Hannah, the current leader of the Toreador, Clara, the newly battle-scarred, even more battle-scarred sheriff, and Violet, the primogen of Clan Tremere. You guys are there. They have just received your news that Donovan has been put to final death.
Very barragedly, might I
Yeah.
add.
It felt great.
All right. So you're there. Pussface sidles over to you, Kristoff, and he's like, Kristoff, we have a problem.
Oh no. What's the
It
problem?
seems that your clanmate has developed a certain distaste for you, and the fact that you, shall we say, inhumed the late Mr. Donovan.
Inhume? Sorry, I don't personally know what that word means. I'm sure he does.
Made dead, not alive anymore, boy. Come on.
It wasn't just me. I'm not very good at shooting.
You shot him? How'd you get him there? There's a lot of rumors going around.
Oh, well, we possessed him.
He clamps one clammy, horrible, grave-smelling hand over your mouth. Don't say that out loud.
Yes.
Zach knows nothing about what happened, does he?
Not yet,
No.
but I'm more
Then shut your
curious.
ears, Zach. Put on the earmuffs.
I am.
Go twinkle with an eye of newt or something. I need to talk to your boys.
Do I have to leave?
Well, just say you did and lie about it, okay?
Fine. I'm leaving while sitting comfortably in this chair.
Very good. He's having a dissociative episode due to the horrors of Donovan's demise. So you're telling me, Kristoff, Creed, Caroline, that you somehow possessed this man? What'd you do?
Voodoo.
Okay, you can talk again, boy.
I said voodoo.
You did voodoo. Who did the voodoo?
Oh, that'd be myself together. I'm just like dying because Skylar's dying.
I'm sorry.
Well, you know, technically, it was Adriana that did the voodoo.
Oh,
I
that's true.
thought it
Looks
was
over
her
at you,
friend.
and goes, You did this? You did this? How did you do this?
with some good advice from my friend Kara.
Oh, the unknown vampire who seemed to have been in the chantry, according to the oh my god, the Tremere are having a fit. You did something they don't know about, and they are not happy.
Unknown vampire?
Well, we did have
the
several
gangrel
vampires here.
that you've talked about. Kira, whatever her name is.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, she busted out some sort of magic that the Tremere don't even know about. That ain't right.
They don't know about voodoo.
I will have to, not be informed about this. Wink, wink.
Exactly, Zach. You're the only one they want to include in the council. They want me to exclude all of you from it.
I don't blame them.
Wait, what?
What?
Council?
Oh, what council?
Well, the surviving Primogen are going to sit down and try to hash out who's in charge of this movable feast.
Oh.
Well, a bunch of Primogens did die.
I know, I was there, you saved me. Hence, I am talking to you. I am talking to a Toreador because I owe you a debt, not because I like looking at your pretty little face.
Hey, at least he called you pretty.
He was so much nicer before. What happened?
You saved his life.
We are in our chantry and hospitality shall be maintained.
I've been around for these things, and if your buddies if my buddies in the other room should decide that you guys are a threat, hospitality will go out the freaking window. Let me tell you that, Zachary.
I intend to make sure hospitality remains.
Yeah.
Why would they
You're a good
consider
kid, Zach, but Violet's a lot older. Now, what was that, Caroline?
Why would they consider us a threat?
Well,
When
they get a
we've done
little
nothing but
antsy.
help
People are
them.
dying everywhere, and you all just killed Donovan.
Well,
They should
Donovan
be
was
grateful
the one
for
that
what we've
killed.
done for them.
Well, and if there were Ventru in the room, there would be. But it's a Toreador, a pissed-off Gangrel, and a Tremere who's scared out of our wits. Now, what do you think they're going to do?
And they're the only ones deciding on what's going to happen in this city.
No, because I'm going to be there.
Well, I understand that, but shouldn't there be representatives from all clans?
Yeah, well, we're trying to find someone who's old enough in Clan Ventru. Unfortunately, the only ones left are people who still remember, oh God, what are those called? The little Tamagotchi things. That's the oldest we could find.
Oh no.
Oh, although, yeah. They're pretty young then.
I will be more than happy to represent our clan.
Problem is, they're all terrified of you right now, and I've got to try to talk your way in. I can see about getting you an audience, Caroline, and then you got to do the rest of the talking.
I only want what's best for this city.
You keep talking that way, you keep throwing out that corporate trash talk like I know you can. Get us some synergy and get us working on a broader vision or whatever the hell it is you people talk about.
Well, how about,
What's best?
would you be opposed to being Prince of Atlanta?
Huh. Well, no. Point of fact, I probably wouldn't.
So
Yeah.
if you
Prince
can get
plus
me
face.
into this room, I'll give you my backing.
You want to be primogen of your little coterie of your little clan of really young people. I mean, those old Ventrue, they really don't like embracing older folks, do they?
You mean old as in apparent age or old in an actual age?
Apparently, the elder Ventrue just do not live here in Atlanta, which is unfortunate. Well, but your sire got shipped off.
He shouldn't have crossed me.
I like you. All right, kid.
Well,
You guys go
thing
home,
that-
get yourselves cleaned up. Adriana,
Yes.
Violet, I'm trying to be as delicate as possible. Can you find another place to stay?
She can stay with us.
Kristoff waves his hand.
Yeah, I'm sure I can find some other accommodations.
Waves both of them.
Like, do
Fabulous.
you want to shack up with them or your own place? Let me know.
Well, for now, I'll go ahead and stay over with Creed and Kristoff.
Yes.
And then once this blows over, then we'll figure out kind of what's going on from there. So
He puts a thumbs up.
Kristoff follows suit.
All right. So Pussface escorts you guys out. Zach, do you want to go with them? Stay here?
Zach stays here because he's not exactly part of what happened.
Clever, clever. You and I will be talking more, young man.
Very well.
All right. So you guys are headed over to Creed and Kristoff's place.
It would
Wait a
seem
sec, where's
so.
Erica?
Erica is with you. She is like in tow.
Okay, got it.
She has been shadowing you the entire time.
so
All right,
we
awesome.
got her from downstairs with Rourke.
Yes.
Okay, does anybody need blood before we get home, actually?
Actually, you all have not marked off a blood point yet because
Right.
it's the same night we stopped.
I mean,
Okay.
I have 9. Me full is 11, so I think I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm also fine. I was just making sure. Everybody
Yeah, I
else
have
was?
7, so I'm good.
Okay.
I think I'm fine.
Is Adriana okay? On blood?
I'm checking now.
I think I had 4 or 3 last
have
time I
6.
remember.
You should feed.
Yeah. We should all do that then.
Yeah, I think we all should.
Yeah.
It's all
How many blood points did I have?
6.
6. Okay, so I'm okay
Oh.
for right now then.
Okay.
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 Then yeah, we're good.
I have 8 blood points, so I'm okay.
Yeah, we're all good. Cool.
All right. So you guys are back out on the streets of Atlanta. Next thing you know, you are at Kristoff and Creed's place.
With his weird blocked off mirrors.
Weird
Yeah.
blocked off mirrors, and Leonard is still there.
Ah. Oh, hi.
You notice he's picked up groceries. Hey there.
Hi. Hi. You're staying here, I guess?
Might as well. Y'all seem to get in trouble.
Hello?
Sounds good to me.
Oh.
He seemed quite happy about
Besides,
this.
your neighbors were starting to wonder what was wrong with y'all, only seeing y'all at night. I just said y'all work nights.
Kristoff
Okay.
nodded. Thank you. That's very kind.
So who's all this? He looks over at Caroline and at Adriana, a little bit unenthused.
These are our friends.
Basically, a tall, sort of rangy black man with, not big muscles, but he looks like a laborer, and he's wearing a cowboy hat and jeans and like a button-down shirt, and he's eating vanilla wafers. He's got a Dr. Pepper in the other hand.
You know, that just made me realize, that made me think of an old friend. Exactly like an old friend. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is going to be great.
So y'all having a pajama party or something?
Ooh, can we?
Sure, I guess.
I'll go get mine.
We have some business to discuss.
Oh, can't we discuss it in pajamas?
Vampire in pajamas. Don't make the wedding dance.
Adriana just rolls her eyes.
Go get your pajamas, Kristoff.
He leaps away.
Motherfucker's a grown man with pajamas. I want y'all to think about that.
It's even a onesie.
Leonard puts his feet up on the coffee table.
It's like a Pokemon onesie.
Nice.
Oh, this man.
Nothing screams immortal creature of the night like a Pokemon one.
My cheeks hurt from laughing so much. Okay.
It's definitely Vulpix.
Damn it, Tyler.
Okay. So, Adriana, you have business to discuss? Discuss some business.
So, apparently, is Leonard still in the room with us, or?
Leonard seems to be just sitting there eating his cookies.
So I look at Rex, and I guess my first question is: so, is he reliable? Can we talk in front of him? You know, we had some serious shit go down.
Oh, he's heard about most of it. I don't think he minds.
Caroline's gonna look over at Leonard, then back to Adriana and say, I think we should discuss this behind closed doors.
All right, I'll go outside, howl at the moon, see how it
Have
is
fun.
now. The white lady wants the black man walking outside.
Oh no, it's
That's both racist and specious.
Oh my god.
Caroline will just smile and laugh.
22 motherfucker. He pulls out another Dr. Pepper. All right.
So apparently, so with the shit that went down tonight, so I guess they're really fucking afraid of us, aren't they? What? I mean, I think if it doesn't go in our favor, I think we should have a backup plan. What do y'all think?
I
A
mean,
boat.
a plan B is always good to have, and so is a plan C, but if they're truly that afraid of us, I mean, there's only so many things they can do.
Yeah, and those things are, very, very bad as far as what I can imagine that they would do.
I think we're going to be okay with having old Pussface on our side.
Plus, we saved all of them.
That is true. We
You
did.
know.
If anything, they should be neutral about us because we one saved their asses, and after saving their asses, we went and destroyed a person who wanted their asses gone.
And that's what they're afraid of because of how easy it was accomplished.
Well, we did barrage him with multiple guns.
So, Caroline, I know that we had the one safe house that you were using for a little while before all this shit started going down. Do you have another safe house that is not as known?
No, I do not.
What's more
Can
safe
you-
than bunking with a werewolf?
So, because here's the deal. I mean, honestly, I know that Kara's the one that gave us the I guess the advice, so to speak, about what what we needed to do in order to to destroy Donovan. But I mean, I know we all had a part in it, but I mean, as far as with going in and out of the what the hell was it called? I'm sorry, hold on. What was it called? Was it Mary's Graveyard? Is that what it was?
Mary's Graveyard.
Yeah, but going in and out of Mary's Graveyard, that was facilitated by myself. So I mean, if it comes down to it, I mean, I'll take the brunt of it, if it comes down to it. But depending on what happens, again, I want to have a plan B, to fall back on if I need to. So that's what I was wondering, if you have another safe house, or if not, can we get one together fairly quickly?
Fairly quickly, no, but I mean, it's a safe house, honey. That's the reason why I built it. The only people that knew where it was Donovan and his street thugs and Pussface. He's the only one. So they can't get in. No one can get in without us letting someone in. And it can be stocked however we need it stocked to hold out for however long we need to hold out for.
I'm fine here.
Honestly, I don't think it's going to come to that.
Christoph,
Hmm?
your phone rings.
Immediately looks at it.
It's Deacon.
Immediately takes it. Hello.
Hello, my boy. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well, but everybody's a little worried about what the other permission are discussing.
Yes, it's Hannah. Hannah Schneider. You cannot trust her.
Oh,
You must stop her from whatever she's trying to do by any means necessary. Do you understand, my boy? It's
Yes.
vital for your safety.
yes, I understand.
I
It
wish
is-
I could be there. I wish I could come help, but unfortunately, I've been delayed in Milan. So,
I love that movie.
there's a movie.
Anyway, should I tell the others?
Yes, yes. Tell your friends. You have to stop her. Just stall her. Do whatever it takes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
The
Deacon.
line suddenly goes dead.
That's weird. I think someone knows about that.
Which
Okay.
one was Hannah?
I think she was the Toreador permission. wasn't she?
Yes, you're correct.
Huh, she was the dance instructor, too. Weird that we have to watch out for her.
Is she a child of deacons?
He shrugged. He doesn't really tell me who he sires.
Bless you.
So yes, Hannah's a danger to us, and we need to stop her by any means necessary.
But how would we do that?
I do not know. He just said to stop her. I don't know what he meant by stopping her, to be honest.
Like, what is she doing?
He also did not say.
Huh, okay.
And the line was cut off, so I guess someone didn't want us to know that.
Which obviously was her or someone that obviously supports her. So, okay. We need to come up with a plan to stop her.
The door opens, and in walks Leonard. He's covered in blood. His shirt is ripped to shreds, and he's dragging a fairly beaten to a pulp vampire, a white dude who's a Toreador, or no, a Bruja. You recognize Creed. You recognize him as one of Donovan's old lieutenants, and Leonard tosses him onto the floor in front of me and goes, "You know him?"
Yeah, I know this bastard. What the fuck are you doing?
He pointed, Kristoff pointed at Leonard and says, "See, safety."
Calvin, the Bruja, spits out one of his front teeth and says, "Man, what the fuck? You got a werewolf as your butler?"
No, he's a
Sorry,
goddamn
cut out for
butler.
me. Wait,
Calvin say again?
It cut out for me. What did he say?
Calvin says, "You got a werewolf as your fucking butler?"
Tell me what the fuck you're doing here.
I was gonna shoot you, but then this motherfucker's outside, and he had all these. He was just some dude in a shit kicker hat eating cookies, and he just beating the shit out of me and the boys. How the hell's that happen?
Oh gosh.
What do you
Okay.
mean that you were coming here to shoot Creed?
I was gonna. Candace wants Creed dead.
Who the fuck is Candace?
Creed, you know her. She's like a no-account street kid Bruja. Probably embraced in the 80s or something.
Oh, this is going to feel good when she said, because I have a cousin named Candace that I fucking hate.
I did not know this, but awesome.
Oh, this is perfect. Oh, God. Okay.
Caroline looks over at Creed and says, "Well, do you want to send her a message?"
Huh. What
I'll
kind
tell
of
you anything you want to know. Just don't let that motherfucker beat me up again.
Now, the same. If you come back, no promises.
He's not leaving here. I asked if you wanted to send her a message.
Okay, send a message saying that I am not playing around, and if they come for me again, I will kill them.
Can vampires dominate werewolves?
I wouldn't think it's a good idea.
Very, very dangerous thing to try.
Okay, yeah, common sense. Okay, so she's gonna look over at Leonard and go, "Can you do me a favor?"
Kristoff at the moment was attempting to hug Leonard to thank him.
He's kind of putting his arms around Kristoff like, they're there. He then looks over at Caroline and goes, "What you want, Barbie?"
I want you to remove his fangs.
Shit. Calvin's like, no, I'll tell you anything. I'll tell you. He then begins vomiting forth live locusts.
Ew.
The guy on the ground does?
Yeah, Leonard's like, holy shit.
Caroline pulls her gun out and shoots him in the head.
It doesn't stop him from vomiting the locusts. The
Okay, he's dead.
Kristoff gets the vacuum cleaner.
Actually, he's in torpor, not dead.
Does Adriana recognize anything with the from the occult skills
Yes.
that she has?
Take Adriana and roll intelligence plus occult.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, you know this. You know this to a great degree. And the thing that really sticks in your mind is a word that Kara used in one of your conversations, and that word is inferni. That this is some sort of infernalist magic. This is something from hell.
Oh, would Kristoff be able to see or do see, touch anything about it?
Actually, no, because you don't have any unliving. Well, now actually you do. You could touch one of Calvin's effects, one of his personal belongings, and see what you see.
Well, at the moment he's covered in locusts, so it doesn't really touch him.
Yeah, that's true.
He's just kind of trying to vacuum the locusts at the moment.
Can I take one for the team?
First, the locusts. He's still vacuuming them.
It's like this scene
Like,
from
I don't
Tommy
think
Boy.
that's covered by the warranty. Points to your vacuum cleaner.
It's like a dustbuster.
I'm gonna. How about I take this outside and set it on fire or some shit?
Good idea.
Because I'm just saying that ain't right.
I do need to attempt to touch his clothes once they're locust free. It should tell me
Sweet
stuff.
fuck, you need to touch his clothes?
I'll be able to see things that happened.
Oh, jeez. Creed, help me carry this out to the patio.
Nah, let him do his thing.
No, I'm carried out to the patio and take off this motherfucker's clothes and get some of these fucking locusts out of your living room.
Caroline just steps up and grabs like a leg.
He grabs the other end. The locusts. Actually, Caroline, I do need you to roll. Gosh, self-control. So 4d10. Difficulty is 7 because these things are creepy as shit. Okay, you woman up and just take it out. Leonard removes the guy's belt buckle, brings it inside.
Oh, thank you. And he takes it from it. So long as there's no locusts on it.
There's no locusts on it, but it is a rather disgusting laminated metal monstrosity.
Ooh.
It's pretty stupid.
He had a terrible fashion sense, didn't he?
Yes, he did. It offends you a bit.
He looked offended.
All right, so for you, what I need you to roll is your perception plus empathy, Kristoff.
Alrighty, let's see. Perception, empathy. No pool mod?
Yeah, actually, +2.
And difficulty.
Difficulty is 6.
Not bad.
All right. Well, you see that Calvin was in some way dominated. He was tied down to a stone, and 5 hooded figures in black robes stood over him and did some sort of twisted blood sacrament.
Okay, so he was being possessed.
We dealing with some witches around here?
No, just a bunch of people in cloaks. Do witches usually wear cloaks?
Well, they can.
I mean, I guess. I don't know any witches.
Well, so here's the thing: is it took me a few minutes as I was just trying to recall a conversation that I had when I was down in Louisiana with Kara. This is some sort of an inferni type thing.
He nodded. There's blood involved, and it seems demonic.
So now what do we do?
What's it like? Okay, so like, I mean, Caroline has occult knowledge, but I don't think she would specialize in that. So she's going to ask you, what do you mean by an infernalite?
All right. So, if I may give some exposition through Adriana, explains that these are vampires who have literally made pacts with the forces of hell. In fact, there was once, according to ancient legends, a clan of them called the Bali. But fortunately, that clan seems to be gone.
Well, maybe they're not gone.
I don't think we should kill that one vampire.
Leonard is beginning to fire up the barbecue pit while you're saying that.
I fully believe that yes, that we need to kill him. If he's had a blood sacrifice ritual done, then we're in some deep shit.
It's not his fault.
And no, it's not his fault. But at this point in time, he can't fucking control what he can and cannot do. And we have enough shit to worry about with the stuff with the Primogen and Pussface and all this other shit that's going on.
But you were possessed by a demon, and we didn't kill you.
Well, yes, but that was something completely different. I still have no knowledge of that as I look over at Creed and hopefully not getting a glare from Creed.
Oh, yeah, you got a glare. Definitely got a glare.
I don't know. What do you think, Creed? I mean, he's a Bruja. I mean, ultimately, I'll leave it to you, but
Leonard walks by the window again with a bag of charcoal. You vaguely hear through the window, you hear him whistling Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire.
I don't think the decision is ours anymore.
I don't think so either.
Well, I mean, it is. If you want them alive, we can keep them alive. We can put them somewhere and no one will find them. My only thing is he gonna keep vomiting grasshoppers?
Actually, Adriana can tell you only if he tries to talk about whoever put the spell on him. Will he do that?
Okay, then we can't get information out of him. I care less about this guy. Go ahead and kill him.
Aw.
There's nothing we can do because I can't get information out of him.
Cold-blooded.
Creed,
Is there no way to break this?
Or I'll roll. I'm gonna roll 4 dice for Creed's humanity.
Okay.
Because that's a little cold-blooded, man.
Dude, I think that was perfect for his character, though.
It really is.
It's
Well,
perfect.
I'm just kind of the one that was suggesting, as far as starting to kill him first off. But
Hey, we'll roll 46 for you too. 40-10 for you too. All right, so Creed, you got 1 success. You feel kind of bad, but the end justifies the means. Adriana.
Out of character curiosity question.
Yes, sir.
You say that this Bruja can't speak of who cursed him unless he throws up locusts. What if he writes it down? Does he still throw up locusts?
It's a good question. Unfortunately, he's got a bullet stuck in his brain pan, and Leonard's about to have a barbecue.
Fair enough.
I imagine they
No
thought of
further
that,
questions.
like his hand would do something weird while writing.
All right. So next thing you know, Leonard's got a happy little fire burning outside. Comes inside, whistles a little bit, goes to the pantry, pulls out some marshmallows, salutes everybody.
Was you prepared for this all already?
That's a very interesting flavor of marshmallows. Nothing says a s'more like burnt flesh.
Right.
Well, as long as he's happy.
He kind of looks at Caroline and goes, do you just always try to flirt with like everybody? Because I'm like really gay. I mean, like super gay.
I did not get that impression.
None of us have.
No, honey, you're not my type.
Certainly ain't mine.
Kristoff is bursting out in laughter.
Same as Creed.
All right, so he goes back outside, roasts marshmallows over the burning corpse. All right, so that's a thing that happened.
Yeah, it happened.
I love our resident werewolf.
I love him so much.
All right, so we're going to cut over to the Tremere Chantry. And Zach, Violet has you in her office, and she's pretty well brooding over some tarot cards. She's like, Zach, what the hell?
Apologies. Continue.
I just don't understand. I kind of like your coterie. I mean, your friends seem nice. But they are incredibly erratic.
Well, erratic. It makes for a good team to get a job done.
Yes.
I can't say for what they have done, as I have been insert out of character thing here. Yet, from knowing them personally, they will always do what is best for not only our kind, but for the city. And if you want protectors of the city, there are no finer people to have as your allies than the people I have worked with.
Aw.
Aw. He doesn't even like most of us.
I know, right?
It's an act.
She looks at you for a long moment, Zach, and goes, I may be able to pacify the Toreador then. That's the biggest problem. As long as Hannah is acting out and wants someone held responsible, then of course there's her charge against Creed that he wasn't granted permission to sire a child.
Wait, yes he was. They asked Pussface.
Yeah, well, Hannah obviously doesn't think Pussface had that authority.
Huh.
With respect, as the only remainder active member of council, Pussface granted him proxy permission. With the majority of the council inactive or dead, the rules could not have applied at the time due to the chaos in hand.
Yes.
Would that not mean that Creed had proxy authority via Pussface to be granted to sire a child?
Yes,
Not
according
only-
to your logic and mine, that's true. The problem is Hannah is throwing a tantrum, and the Toreador control most of the rack in the city. So, by proxy, they control most of our food supply.
Hmm.
So you see where we have a bit of difficulty.
Is there no way to appeal this in any way? I mean, if Pussface vouches that he allowed it, surely his voice gives authority on the matter.
It does. Like I said, the unfortunate thing is Hannah is she's trying to, I'm not sure what her end game is, but she's trying to create enough friction to break apart the council and create a council of her own, it looks like.
Then she's not doing anything to protect the city in any way, rather than causing a rift within it.
She says she's protecting Clan Toreador. Now, personally, I would just like to set her on fire. The unfortunate thing is, she's well liked among her clan.
Is there anything we have on her that can be brought to light in any way?
I may be able to do something. You say your friends make an excellent team and help protect the city, correct?
Without a doubt. Without a second thought.
I'll talk to Clara. If Clara will take responsibility for your coterie, then yes, since she's still the sheriff, Hannah can't touch her or anyone in her employ.
No.
Oh, I see where that's going.
I may also have further allies that may aid us.
Do tell.
A certain private eye who I have been able to use from time to time to get outside sources and information where it has been during the day where we cannot wander, or through areas where we may not trespass, such as in werewolf territory.
Excellent. Bring him, use him. I will clear any petty cash that you need for the costs.
I shall do that as soon as I can. As soon as you want me to.
Go forth and do it. I'll speak to Clara. I'll get back with you on what she decides to do with your friends. But if we can do this, then at least we may owe Clara a favor, but at least you and your friends will be protected. Many of us don't forget what you did, the brave things all of you did at the conclave. So
They have not, for a second thought, wanted to gain anything for themselves. Some of us may have a few selfish interests now and again, but we have never attempted to take anything as far as becoming primogens or princes.
yes, unlike Donovan, which that's a mystery I would like to explore. Why the hell did Donovan one day up and coming decide he's going to take over the world?
That is an intriguing question for myself. Another question with... Sorry, out of character. This is, because I keep forgetting who's who, this is the person that I protected at the council. Yes. I wanted to ensure that my freeing of Rook, so to speak, was...
Well, you're in charge. You're in charge of the Chantry IT slave now. If you want her to be free range, that's your business.
I believe it is far better, especially since she can wander outside in the day, and she wishes to maintain workship with me. But giving a free leeway also grants us a far better work ethic.
Yes, Estelle was just a stickler for maintaining order.
Understood.
At that moment, you see that Violet has a look on her face like she's probably wanting to break down. So she's like, "You may go now, Zach."
I shall wait for your next point of contact. He gets up, leaves as quickly as he can, so she can cry. He walks far away from the door, because he probably understands that she doesn't want anyone hearing her cry. So he contacts the detective.
Yes.
And talks about... What are we on about here? Forgotten. because I missed a week, I'm trying to catch up very quickly on what's happened. I'm calling the detective to find out what's happened with Hannah. That's it. Yeah, Hannah.
All right. Yeah, you give him a call. He's like, "Well, hello. If it isn't one of my favorite clients, how you doing?"
I have probably the most expensive job I am ever going to pay you for.
Ho! Well, what do you say you tell me what it is?
I need you to keep an eye on a certain individual, all their whereabouts, every little detail. If you need a staff to help you, everything will be paid for you. Any high-tech gear you need, we will pay for it.
Oh, wait a minute. That sounds like somebody's handing me a blank check.
Consider it as that.
Oh, yes. Absolutely, sir. Let me just get right on it. Tell me what you need, who you want seen.
Her name is Hannah.
Hannah Schneider.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I gotcha. Hannah Schneider. I'll get you everything you ever needed to know about her. Okay, absolutely.
We shall discuss payment arrangements.
Absolutely. I will have my secretary give you a call with an itemized bill.
Very well. And Zach hangs up the phone.
Dramatically.
Yeah.
All right, so we cut back over. You guys, Leonard is now stomping out the remains of the fire.
God.
Kristoff is trying to sweep the rest of the locusts out the door.
So what are y'all doing right this minute? Now that Kristoff's sweeping locusts, Leonard has had marshmallows. What's the next step, guys?
What would be the next step? You gotta figure out stuff about Hannah.
Wouldn't Creed's next step would making sure his child be okay? His child.
She's
yeah.
stuck to Creed's warm side. All of this is actually just really new to her, and she's really just kind of like, holy shit. Is it always like this?
Basically.
So, did we get his fangs?
Yeah.
You guys have a piece of paper and a pen around here?
Yeah. And Cree goes and gets like a piece of paper and pen.
Kristoff, with your incredibly sharp hearing, you hear a strange ringing sound.
Like what type of ring is like a phone? Okay, that sounds kind of phone-ish.
It's coming from that box of weird crap that you got concerning the Melissa Webb incident.
He quickly goes over there and opens it.
You find an old Motorola flip phone.
Weird how I didn't see this in here before.
It's a relic.
And for some reason it's charged.
Yeah.
He just blatantly answers it. Hello.
Kristoff, hi, it's Melissa. You hear some static.
Do we know a Melissa?
No, I think you've got a bunch of my notebooks.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yes, very good. All right. From what I know, it should be 2018, correct?
Yes.
Good. Good. Is Atlanta still intact?
For the time being, yes.
There hasn't been a nuclear war?
No.
Okay, great.
Is there going to be?
Going well. Things are going well. All right. I need you to do me a favor. Can you help me, Kristoff? Because it's going to help a lot of people.
Oh, sure, yes.
There are some very bad people in Atlanta right now who are trying to open something they shouldn't open.
Oh.
It's a hatch. It's underneath the Garibaldi Finance Building.
Does it involve demons?
Yes. Lots of demons.
Do we hear her talking?
Only if you all have like auspex.
I don't.
No.
So with him saying demons,
I believe Adriana does have auspex, doesn't she?
Okay. Yes, Adriana does, and you hear this woman talking to Kristoff about demons.
So I'm gonna perk up and be like, "What? What does she mean, demons? Who is this person you're talking to, Kristoff?"
She's the one that I have all this stuff from. that me and Creed went and found. And then we met Leonard.
Caroline will go over to the box.
Whole bunch of like weird technical data, bizarre computer programs printed out, something about a Markovian parallax denigrate.
With
Markovian?
with Adriana's technology skills, I think I have, what, 2 dots in technology?
Yes. Yes, you do. 3.
Yeah,
Which-
would
3, okay.
computer work as well? Because you said they're computer programming, right?
Yes, you can use both. Adriana, I'm going to roll intelligence plus technology for you.
Okay.
He did look all over those. I guess I never asked to roll for it.
Well, fortunately, Adriana is really good with this. You recognize the Markovian parallax denigrate was like the first real mystery of the internet. Back in 1997, this weird gobbledygook thing went out on Usenets, and nobody really knew what the words meant, but the first 3 words were Markovian parallax denigrate. All right, so now, Caroline, roll to understand the programs. All right, Caroline, there's a strange thing about these programs. You're familiar with assembly code and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is not binary code. This is trinary code. These programs deal with yes, no, and maybe.
So as we were looking through the box, I'm gonna look over at Christoph and say, "Will you put that on speakerphone? I think we all should hear what this person has to say."
He said to the person on the phone, "Do you mind if I put this on speakerphone?"
No, I don't mind. I mean, if your friends are there, that's fine.
Yes, they can help. And he puts it on that.
Hi, Melissa Webb here. Don't have much time to talk. Who am I speaking to?
My name is Adriana.
Okay,
Caroline Price.
excellent.
Creed Kadeem.
All right, great. Erica gives her name.
Kristoff figures she already apparently knows who he is.
Yes, I know you, Christoph. Pretty good. Fortunately, the predictive algorithm did kind of find out what we could get. Anyway, you're all vampires, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Fantastic. So anyway, Garibaldi building, there's a hatch. If you can go inside and go straight to the center of the labyrinth and unplug the main node at the center, then just shatter that node. Just get rid of it. Under no circumstances let any of the people that are after it have it.
And who's
That
after
should
it?
solve your infernalist problem.
Ah.
How do you know about our little problem with the Infernalist?
She's probably
prevented
been
it back
through
in
the future.
1997. My orbit is. I've kept my ship in orbital decay around Saturn this long. My name's Melissa Webb. I was a void engineer.
Oh, I thought you were a time traveler.
Time travel's impossible, Christoph.
Ah.
The codes are for... Starts breaking up. The codes are basically a virus that will, if you have the computer knowledge, you can use it to short out a lot of the defense systems in the labyrinth. problem is, do not do anything that would betray you as not being human. The fact you're not going to breathe is going to get you an edge in there. It'll leave the defenses off.
Okay. So we can use these codes to disarm defenses.
Yeah.
And make sure they don't open the hatch and
No,
let
we
a bunch
can
of demons out.
If they get inside that hatch, if they find the hatch and they get to that node, they can let Mary out.
Oh.
Mary should be trapped in the Umbra.
Our friend went to where Mary was once.
Couple of times, yeah. So
That means
This-
it's weakening.
Like the veil is weakening?
No, just the prison we put on Mary. Mary is actually a... How can I put this? She's a sentient meme. She was originally created as an experiment in how ideas could travel from one thing to another, and then she becomes an urban legend, and then enough humans gave her enough fear that she actually became self-aware.
Hmm.
Okay, so we should probably get started on, stopping the opening of that thing.
And
Well,
destroying
it
the
sounds
node.
like we need to get in there and destroy something.
Yeah, should get started on that. It seems urgent after all.
Thank you for
So
helping
do-
us, Melissa.
Actually, you're helping me, and what I need you to do is if anything starts threatening you, dial *78 on that phone and point the phone at them.
Will it shoot lasers?
It's more like fire, but yeah, it's only one use though.
Ah. Thank you.
Well, that's all I've got. Good luck.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He waits for her to hang up first.
Is there a computer around?
Is there a computer around?
Yeah.
There should be.
Erica's like, I've got my laptop.
Can I borrow it?
Sure.
And then she's just going to start trying to get, like, blueprints and schematics of the building that they're trying to get to.
Okay. You don't even have to roll. It's an older building. The Garibaldi Finance Building was built in 1994.
That's when I was
It's got-
born.
It's it's fairly standard. It does have some interesting structural features in the basement. The basement is set up in a heptagon, and sort of seven-sided or septagon, seven-sided figure.
Is there like any history of the building?
Not that you can tell, but then again, you're just doing a cursory search. Nothing incredibly detailed yet.
Okay, I think she's gonna keep digging into the building, see if like anything's like.
All right, now roll
Ordered.
intelligence plus intelligence plus computer. Okay, yeah, you do find a couple of things on a defunct old website on the dark web. it's just some weird things about a group of folks who chased down a devil worshiper whose name was Alyssa Garibaldi there and put her down.
Well, it's adding up, guys. And she'll just
Yes.
kind of like spin the laptop around.
Yes, more demon things, yes. I think we've established the demon part.
Is anybody gonna call Zach, or is Zach just like, I don't know, cleaning up?
Yeah.
Okay, Reese picks out his phone and just like he kind of goes back just so he doesn't interrupt everyone and calls Zach.
Yeah.
Hey, so there's a lot of things going on, and I need you to come to Christoph and my place.
Yes, there have been a lot of things going on, haven't there?
Yeah, I need to talk about a thing that we just got a call about. I think in person would be better.
Okay. Where?
Wait, doesn't Zach know where Christoph and Creed's
Yeah.
place is?
Yeah, he's been there.
Yeah. Then yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay.
I don't think you've seen Leonard before, though.
oh, that's true. Oh god.
Actually, he has. He
Oh, really?
has.
Yes. When was
I believe Leonard called him a Pierce Brosnan-looking motherfucker or something. I don't know.
I think he did. Okay, then yeah, he has. He just doesn't. He doesn't know that he's at our place though.
I shall be there momentarily.
All right, Creed. As you hang up, you hear Leonard talking on the phone outside.
Okay.
He's like, "Well, y'all can fuck right off. I'm doing some important shit out here, and I'm helping these guys, and you just kick me out for this?"
Oh,
Oh no. Because this is in his nature, he's gonna continue to eavesdrop.
You hear Leonard, talking. His voice sounds pained. He's not his typical jovial self. He's like, "Well, all right, don't do me any fucking favors."
Christoph is not hiding at the listening to him part. He just walks up looking very concerned.
What the fuck are you looking at, Pokemon?
They kicked you out?
Yeah, I lost my apartment. It's nothing now. Y'all got a building to go to and some motherfucking explosions or some shit. I don't know.
You can live here.
That seems to be what I'm doing. Thank you.
Like, I thought he already was without us like saying anything.
3 vampires and a werewolf under the same roof.
Isn't that an interesting story?
He also said to him, "I was afraid you got kicked out of your pack."
Yeah,
No,
Caroline's gonna look at him. Do you guys have like rules against this kind of stuff?
Nah. There's more guidelines and rules anyway. It's fine.
Like, you're not gonna end up being shit, are you? We're gonna have a bunch of angry wolves come and try to kill us.
Nah, see, it's complicated. I ain't here to tell you bloodsuckers my fucking life story.
I'm just crossing T's and dotting I's.
No, there ain't no werewolves coming after you, Barbie.
Guess that around this time Zach is arriving.
Well, we've already ran into one in the past, and I would really rather not do that again.
That look, you cannot judge werewolves by what you encountered. Okay, that was a motherfucking black spiral dancer, and they all bent over and took it from the worm. So you don't got to worry about me.
Besides, we've
sorry.
had plenty of terrible vampires after us, and we don't hate all vampires because of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry to interrupt this delightful conversation, people.
Who left the door unlocked?
I know, huh?
Actually, it's not that you leave the door unlocked, Christoph. It's the fact that you have the key under what appears to be a little toad sitting on a rock. Pretty obvious.
I don't think even Christoph would be that dumb.
No, but it is cute. Actually, it could be the previous owner that did that.
No, it was Christoph. I had it relocked.
Okay, I have a few questions. Firstly, why is the werewolf burning a corpse?
Are there not, like, locusts still around?
Isn't it just like ash now?
Yeah, it's just ash, but
Yeah.
there's a bunch of locusts sitting on the patio.
Why the locusts? Why is the werewolf burning a corpse? Why are you lot all together?
Why didn't he mention the onesie?
That's an excellent question.
He doesn't need to, he just looks at Christopher and goes, that's what I expected. Okay, what happened with Donovan?
He's
We
dead.
ambushed him.
That is no elaborate story, no glorious tales of conquest, no juicy fight scenes where blood is spilt.
I mean, it was pretty easy.
He walked
We
into a
used a
room and
little-
we shot him.
We rendered down some fat. Told him to come to a certain place at a certain time by himself. He did, and Creed here dealt the death blow.
It felt good.
Well, that is not what I expected of Donovan to become so sloppy in his later life. Okay, right, what is this about a message? You want to talk with me? I've been having to clean up stuff that you've been leaving around. I've already had to talk to Violet about the situation, and she almost broke down in tears in front of me. Do you know how difficult that was to watch?
We're going to have a team-in problem.
Is Violet the Tremere Primogen?
Yes.
Oh. Why can't these bitches toughen up and do what is necessary to ensure things are running properly?
Right.
Well, she probably has a lot on our plate.
She does.
We've all had a lot on our plates.
Just remember, she was shot at the council meeting, which I protected her from.
Exactly.
And we took out her threat, so you would think that they would be a little bit more grateful, but we have some bigger shit on our plate. So, we can either, you wanted to know what happened with Donovan, and that's what it was. So
Yes, but do not insult Violet. Violet has been under stress and losing a very close friend as well. Have that happen to people.
I just want things to go back to normal.
The prince is dead. I carried her box of ashes on my lap. Donovan tried to murder the entire council, and apparently there's demons going to be set loose. I don't think normal is the right word anyway. Chaos seems to follow us wherever we go.
Well, that's the life of a vampire.
I almost feel like we're kind of puppets right now.
I just feel like we're helping.
You go do this, and you guys go do that. Everybody gets killed. They're afraid of us. We didn't kill anybody that didn't. We didn't turn on any of the Primogen Council. I got a stake in the chest while the prince was right next to me.
Perhaps we're not puppets, but maybe we're pieces being set aside for something greater. Or perhaps it's just conspiracy theories. Either way, what's this about demons?
Well, yeah, we are being used. I mean, hell, just look at the phone call that Christoph just got. I mean, we still don't even know exactly what the hell, actually is under this building, and if it truly is, is Mary or not. I mean, I've been there. I've felt the power.
Well, even if it's not, it's better to make sure that whatever it is doesn't come out. And if it's not that, then things will probably be the same.
I mean, we can always just level the building.
Curious. I wonder if this has anything to do with the creatures that stared at us many, many nights ago with a glowing eye.
Kristoff suddenly gasped for a moment. I know why I haven't been able to look at mirrors.
Why?
That's what she said, that the thing is weakening. She's able to come through mirrors. I've been feeling really uneasy around mirrors and reflective things. That has to be it.
Okay, the only thing making sense in this room right now is the werewolf burning the corpse. So, mirrors causing frustration.
Well, don't you know the story of her?
Whom?
Bloody Mary.
Which Bloody Mary there? Currently a few going through my mind right now.
The one that you summon through mirrors.
No, I don't know Bloody. The only Bloody Mary I know is the old Queen of England. That's about it. Which is also true.
Can someone with occult knowledge explain it to him?
Well, I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, I feel kind of like Adriana should do it, considering she's the one that can travel to that graveyard or cemetery or whatever.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So apparently, what we thought was this urban legend growing up when we were alive is actually a demon. So I've been to the other side. I've been to her graveyard, and it's some scary stuff. So the mirrors allow you with the blood sacrifice. So if you put your blood on the mirror, you can travel to this other side. But you've got to be careful because it's very scary. There's some powerful stuff there.
Okay.
So if what this Melissa Webb person who says that she is in a spacecraft around Saturn is saying is true, then it's if this gets released, then who knows what could happen. I mean, we've already seen some really weird shit happen, in the last couple of months.
I feel like things will come out of mirrors and out of abandoned refrigerators and just things like that.
Out of character. The going back, how far was it now? With the glowing eye stare, was that addressed? Not, because I don't remember.
Oh, say again. I'm sorry.
The creatures that were staring at us one night at the end of the road.
Mm-hmm.
One of the pictures. Was that resolved? Were they anything? Were they leaving?
You don't know yet.
Oh, good.
And I don't think Kristoff was there for that, was he?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, okay.
And the security footage. I'm just going through all the pictures we have.
Yeah. The security footage. That was the night that basically you were going to rescue Adriana and Creed, and then suddenly all the mortals died, and you guys were, just snapped back awake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Adriana went missing at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Deacon and Kristoff were cowering in a closet.
That was funny.
Okay. Oops, I went back a bit too far.
So I'm gonna have Creed mention the fact that this could all be linked to when we found all that stuff in Kristoff's place. Because maybe Kristoff is linked to it somehow, some way.
I can just see things.
Well, and you mean, the fact that they've had us bugged since, pretty much the moment that we've met, because remember the stuff that I found in my office that I still have not been back to since that night.
What's this about a woman orbiting Saturn?
Delayed reaction.
That was perfect. That was
Adriana looks over at Kristoff and looks back at Zach and just kind of shrugs. I don't know. I don't know.
Chris getting shrug too because he has no clue.
Is there a search that we can do for her? Like, can we web search that name and see if it kind of matches up to
Sure.
some
make
of
a
the stuff that she
computer
was
roll,
setting?
difficulty 8.
Ugh.
Meanwhile, Zach is going to
Not
turn
a
to
damn thing.
Oh damn.
Leonard and ask, what has been going on here?
Weird bitches calling on the phone. Just a lot of weird shit.
Hello.
I beat up a guy and then pulled his fangs out and had me set him on fire. That was kind of fun. How you been?
I've been fine. Yeah, best word to use. Okay, so building releases demons. We have to sort out this building before demons are released.
Does Zach have any kind of like computer knowledge or anything like that?
Yes, he does.
Okay, so Caroline will show you like the codes that she was working on.
I also have some computer knowledge.
Oh yeah, cool.
Do I have any?
Do you want Zach to roll?
Mm-hmm.
I have some computer knowledge as well if you want to add that in.
Christoph's already been poring over this stuff. So.
Okay, so Christoph, you can add a +3 pool mod.
Ooh.
Creed, you can add a +1 pool mod, and basically +1 from Caroline's already done work. So Zach, you get +5 or +6.
All right, what do we roll?
Zach is going to roll his intelligence plus computers +6 pool mod.
Intelligence plus.
Oh, the rest of us don't roll?
No, you don't roll.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys are helping him.
I got you.
Teamwork is awesome. In fact, that's how you killed Donovan.
That's very true.
I mean, you all just stood there and unloaded every weapon Caroline had bought. So it's like, well, Caroline's the poster child for the NRA today because we are just, wow, that's a lot of dead.
What's the difficulty?
8.
Oh.
Oh, that's hard.
But he has, like, quite a bit of,
Yeah,
So,
helps.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
All right.
Woo!
So
Teamwork.
Zach, you find a picture of a kind of mousy-looking young woman. You find a picture of her from a missing file. She went missing in 1997. Dr. Melissa Webb was a computer science instructor at MIT. And basically that's what you find about her. The other thing you find is a very, 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 very interesting, almost nonsensical statement at the bottom of a bunch of gobbledygook on a defunct forum. And the statement is, "Oh my God. The conventions fought the traditions, and the Nefandi won."
Would Zach know anything about these terms?
Probably not. You could probably the only person who might have any knowledge of this would be Violet.
Okay. So Zach is going to screenshot these and I'll take a photo and send them to Violet. He's also going to get in contact with Rook and talk about the security systems inside the Garibaldi building. And he's also going to call up the detective and ask about Hannah. Zach's been busy.
He's been very busy.
Well, he's in charge of some things now.
That's true.
Your detective, you call him up, and he's like, well, I hate to tell you, but Hannah Schneider's dead, sir."
Oh, that was fast.
What?
What?
No, she was. She last reported she hanged herself. 2001. A little place called Stockton, North Carolina.
Okay. Double all finances to find out who's been using her name after all this time.
Actually, does Christoph, you hear this?
Mhm.
Christoph, roll. Actually, you don't even have to roll. You do realize something, being a Toreador.
Oh.
Hannah always wears a scarf around her neck, and she's very self-conscious.
He gasped loudly.
So apparently she was embraced just after she hung herself.
No, it is her.
What do you mean it is her?
She always wears a scar. Probably to hide a mark.
Okay. Apparently, she faked her own death and did not actually hang herself. She's still alive.
All right, boss. I'll get on it and I'll dig deeper.
Thank you. And there was also, he was contacting Rook about the security system inside the Garibaldi building.
She's like, yeah, apparently it's, the security's weird. It hasn't been updated since like 1997.
Right. What's the layout? Security in terms of personnel?
Honestly, there isn't much on it. I mean, they didn't put stuff like that on the internet back then.
Can you
Does the group know that you're talking to Rourke?
Yeah, he's got it on. Zach's got this one on speakerphone.
Okay, so he's gonna ask. Carolyn's gonna ask what she knows about trinary codes.
They're theoretical stuff for quantum computers.
How computer savvy are you?
Pretty darn, but I'm unfortunately don't have a quantum computer.
Who does have a quantum computer?
Steins
CERN?
Gate. Oh god. Oh god. Okay.
Is that the closest one?
Yeah, that's the closest one. Suddenly, you hear Rourke just... The phone gets snatched away, and Violet's like, where did you find that?
Zach then takes it off speakerphone. Find what?
Those screenshots you sent.
My friends have been very resourceful.
That's stuff that the council doesn't even like getting out. So, I'm going to ask you to be very discreet about that information.
Very well.
Conventions refer to the wizards who invented science. Traditions refer to the wizards that existed before. That's what House Tremere was before we became something else. Nefandus is basically they're like wizards who sold their souls to the devil.
Okay. What do you know of? Sorry, is her name Miranda? The one that's supposed to be in a satellite.
Melissa.
Melissa. What do you know of Melissa?
I know nothing about any of them. I only know those words because the council permitted us to learn them. There's a lot the council doesn't know anymore.
What of the Garibaldi building and demons that could be released?
Your guess is as good as mine. We're actually in unknown territory here.
Because this is what everything is leading up to right now.
What the hell? What can I do to help?
Zach puts it back on speakerphone. Ask my friend.
What can I do to help you?
Give us the support we need.
Done. What support do you specifically need?
Well, we do
Your
need to
pardon?
infiltrate a building, I guess.
Look, I'm doing my best to ensure that you guys are protected. Unfortunately, that bitch Hannah keeps trying to outmaneuver us politically. You, of all people, Caroline, understand how this works.
There's always rooms for an aggressive negotiations.
Yes, well, aggressive negotiations are great, except half the kindred in the city seem to be dead or insane. So what do you say? Before I add more insanity by getting all the Toreadors and the Bruja to say, "Oh look, the Tremere are taking over. They murdered this Toreador." What do you say we just deal with what we've got in-house, and Pussface and I will make sure that you guys are protected. Clara has said you guys can operate under her auspices.
All right. What else do we need?
A quantum computer.
What?
A quantum computer. For Trinary.
Well, I can get you tickets to Switzerland, but I can't just crap you a quantum computer.
Maybe there's one in the place.
Perhaps, but whether or not this place is going to be heavily guarded or not is a question.
Okay, say something in Erica's behalf really quick. She's gonna I kind of want her to lean over to Creed and just be like, "Hey, this is a lot like Steins Gate now."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this is a lot like Steins Gate now. I'm just like, this whole thing's like anime.
What if we get assistance from Leonard's friend?
Leonard suddenly starts looking at the ceiling, and he's like, "Well, I need to go outside, patrol the perimeter." Yeah.
All right, Leonard.
What kind of business is this? Like the building?
Financial concern. Really prosperous. Has done very well over the years.
Don't you guys still have the phone that I had that can shut off cameras?
Yeah. Rourke's got it on her desk.
That would probably be very useful for this. Sounds like
Well,
it
I
would
was
be
just-
high security.
That's what I was just trying to think of, like maybe seeing if there was a way Caroline could use her financial backing to see if they can't do some sort of business partnership or something like that. And
All
kind of
right.
set up a meeting so that we can get into the place and see what's going on before we just go marching in there with guns a-blazing.
My concern is if it's the time-sensitive thing.
Oh, that's true.
That would be a question. Caroline, you can try rolling manipulation plus finance. That's one of those rolls you so seldom get to ask people to do. All right.
A hell of a roll.
I'd say that's a resounding success. Actually, yeah, the Garibaldi folks are more than amenable to a meeting. Say this Thursday.
What day are we in now?
Monday.
Let's see if we can't move it to Tuesday.
Yeah, we can do Tuesday.
All right.
How's Tuesday? 1:30 p.m.
How about a dinner meeting, and we'll set it up for 9, and the bill's on me.
One moment. Yes, absolutely. Let's meet at Whittier's.
Oh no, we want to have a meeting there. I'll have food.
Okay, yeah, just the staff loves Whittier's, so you can just have them cater.
Sounds great.
All right. Okay, so we've reached an excellent stopping point for right now. Hang on, I've got to... Just gotta update the notes there. Once y'all did, 1 minute y'all were talking like, okay, we're gonna pack explosives. We're just gonna blow this fucker up. Now we're all meeting for dinner.
Well, I mean,
For the record, I was never for the explosive thing.
Never said a thing about
I
it.
know, but both are equally possible things with this group.
well, I just figured we can play to all of our strong suits. Like me and Zach go in there. You know, he's my business associate, and then we can use the rest of you guys to scout, sneak around, and find what you can find.
We could pose as caterers and just be like, hey,
Exactly.
yeah. And just be like, oh, we got lost as we were found.
Oh,
Nice.
Kristoff will be so damn good at being a caterer. Like,
Alright,
he's
so
got such high performance.
He
I'm gonna
does.
give everybody 4 experience points because you all did outstandingly tonight. It was incredibly entertaining and fun.
Wait, how many experience?
4.
4.
Oh, okay. I probably
Hey, Josh.
put more in presents now, I think.
Yes. Yes.
Did you want to talk about the drawing thing our parent
Oh,
over?
yes. Yes. I have asked. Well, I have commissioned, would be the correct term, KU to draw an entire poster of all of our characters and a character of the GM's choice for our group, all paid by me.
Well, that's
That's very nice. Yeah.
I'm glad I was actually able to put together a game that y'all liked enough to do stuff like that.
Yeah, I actually gave him a discount because I was originally going to just do like a sketch, like a color sketch or something of this anyways. So.
Awesome.
But I'm paying so it can be even better.
Yeah, basically. I'm gonna make it a full like poster and just be like sideways so I can get all our characters in there.
Nice.
I just need a description of Caroline and whatever character GM wants to do. Yeah, that'd be good.
Well, I will type up a description probably of, gosh, trying to think of who I would like to let me think about it and I will let you know.
Okay.
I almost feel like we have to have Leonard in there somewhere.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, Leonard needs to be in there somewhere. Yeah, Tiny.
Leonard, yeah, let's do Leonard. He's the best.
Leonard. Okay, we got Leonard. He's gonna be back there eating or something.
He's been the most fun.
He is the most fun.
Photo of Leonard Pine.
Yeah.
You can
so
draw
weird.
Caroline trying to flirt with Leonard.
Oh,
Alright,
gosh.
so I have another point in presents now. I have 3 of those.
Excellent.
That's actually pretty good.
Damn.
Yeah, 3 in Auspex, 3 in presents. That's the only thing I've been using points for was disciplines.
That's pretty awesome, though.
I will work on mine next time because I'm on my phone and the Roll20 is very, very tiny. Just tiny.
Well, I'm gonna sign off for the night, you guys.
All right.
I'll see you next week, okay?
See you next
Okay,
week. Have a
okay.
good
See
one.
you next week.
All
Take care.
right. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, and I'm going to upload the photo I've got of Leonard.
Oh,
Alright,
you have
cool.
one. Cool.
Yeah, wasn't there one in pictures on Roll20?
I'm taking a look.
I don't think so.
I don't think.
Oh no, it was Puzzface. No, it was Puzzface that it was.
Was
Yeah,
it?
it was
Puzzle?
I have
Oh
like
yeah, it
seven.
was his human form.
I'm trying to remember who that guy is. I just remember him from like the. It was like a baseball commercial where he's a Cubs fan and there's another guy that's a.
Oh,
Red
it's
Sox or a White
it's
Sox
Nick
fan.
Offerman,
That's who it is. Okay.
and he is a very, very, very funny man.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's see.
I mean, Kay, it's up to you what style you want to do it. I mean, I've been thinking about chibi. Why chibi? I don't know why, but chibi style.
I was just gonna do my normal human style. Here, I'll send a picture of like what my humans look like.
Alright, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I don't know about chibi style.
No, it's, like this game's too dark for chibi.
Yeah,
It's in
I
my
was about
eyes.
to say it doesn't work very well for this.
Oh yeah, I just sent a. No, I don't have a good picture of Creed on this file. So let's go through my commission. Do.
I mean, like if we click on art, there's pictures of Creed and stuff.
Oh yeah, there's pictures of Creed in there. Yeah.
All right, here is Leonard.
Oh, I was picturing a bit more muscly.
That's Will I Am.
No, actually, it's I forget the actor's name, but anyway, that's the character Leonard Pine. He's from a series of books that a friend of mine writes called Happen Leonard, and I was like, what if Leonard was a werewolf? That'd be kind of fun.
I love that.
And Leonard's character in the books, it's set in the 1980s, and he is a black Vietnam vet who happens to be gay.
Okay.
So yeah.
I love how you're using your friend's character. I just think that is so cool.
Yeah, actually, I read his books are good. They're the Happen Leonard series, and he wrote. If you're a Bruce Campbell fan, he wrote the screenplay for He wrote the book and the screenplay for the movie Bubba Hotep. That's where Bruce Campbell plays Elvis in a nursing home in East Texas, and there's a mummy that's sucking people's souls out their butts.
Oh.
That's hilarious. I'm sorry. It sounds like a Campbell movie.
Oh, it's a fantastic. It's what is it? How is it? Don Coscarelli described it. He's like, it's a redemptive Elvis mummy movie. So yeah, he writes stuff that's just batshit insane, and I love Joe. So
Okay, you know what my character sort of looks like, don't you?
Yeah, I got it.
With
all right, y'all, I'm gonna let you go.
He do like John Wick.
Yeah.
Ew.
That is a cute looking gene pool that that Zach fell into. All right, I'll see y'all next week. Have a good one.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Guys.
Bye.
Good night.